In the shadows of America's roaring 20s, not every monster wore a mask. Some, like Earle Nelson, just wore a polite smile and carried a Bible. His story is a dark echo, mostly forgotten. But tonight, I'm bringing it into the light. This is the chilling case of Earle Nelson, the gorilla killer. Born in 1897 in San Francisco, Nelson's life started with tragedy. By age 2, he'd lost both parents, and ended up in the care of his deeply religious grandmother. Growing up, Earle was always different. Teachers noticed his vacant stare, neighbors whispered about his odd habits, but nobody could have guessed what was coming. At 10, a bad bicycle accident left him with a traumatic brain injury. After that, things just got stranger. He obsessed over death, quoted the Bible in a trance, and drifted through life's schools, odd jobs, even the Navy, but nothing stuck. By his 20s, he was in and out of mental institutions with diagnoses like mental derangement. People saw his outburst, but he could also be soft-spoken and neatly dressed. The kind of guy you'd never suspect. And that's exactly how he got away with murder. In 1926, Nelson started a killing spree that would span 2 countries. His method? Always the same, always chilling. He'd show up at boarding houses, posing as a quiet Bible-carrying lodger looking for a room. Landladies, women who just wanted to make ends meet, let him in. Then, when nobody was around, Nelson attacked. He strangled his victims, hid their bodies under beds or in closets, sometimes staying in the house for hours after. He was big, strong, and relentless, earning the nickname the Gorilla Killer. In under 2 years, he left at least 22 women dead, from Philadelphia to Vancouver. He changed names, hopped cities, and for a while police just couldn't catch him. But in June 1927, that all changed. After killing a landlady named Emily Patterson in Winnipeg, Nelson was spotted fleeing the scene. This time, the clues finally caught up to him. Fingerprints, eyewitnesses, even a confession. Nelson was arrested, and in custody he was eerily calm, like the whole thing was happening to someone else. At his trial, the evidence was overwhelming. He barely reacted. Convicted of Emily Patterson's murder, he was sentenced to death. On January 13, 1928, Earle Nelson was hanged in Canada. His last words, reportedly a quiet prayer. But here's the strange thing, despite the horror and the body count, most people have never heard of Earle Nelson. Maybe it's because his victims were forgotten women living quiet lives in forgotten rooms. Maybe it's because his crimes happened nearly a century ago, but their stories still matter. Earle Nelson wasn't just America's first cross-border serial killer. He's a reminder that evil doesn't always come loudly. Sometimes, it just knocks softly, asking for a place to stay. Thanks for joining me for this journey into the forgotten dark. If you found this story chilling, hit subscribe for more true crime that history almost forgot. Stay curious, stay cautious,